What's up guys, Sammy here, and today I've got a review of a smart blind that is an alternative to other smart blinds on the market, in the way that you can choose between fitment and design for your window frames. But first off, I just want to be upfront that OmniaBlinds did send this out to me for the purpose of this review. However, do note that all the opinions in this video are my own. Nobody is paying me or telling me what to say, and nobody saw the video before it was published. So without further ado, let's jump into the process of ordering a blind. First off, you'll head over to OmniaBlinds.com and choose from either their translucent or blackout blinds. In this case, I went for the white blackout variation, and once you've chosen the design you're happy with, you'll need to measure and input your variables based on your window frame size, and whether or not you're mounting it inside or outside the frame. If you're not sure about which fabrics to choose from, you can also order some free samples of the fabrics to get an idea of what would work well within your home. Alright, so after confirmation, the order is processed and can take up to a few weeks. When I received the blind, I was really surprised by how well it was packaged, in that it was packed in a large box with lots of bubble wrap and boxes to fit for protection of the blind. The reason that this is important is because these blinds are being shipped from Sweden, and so coming all the way to Australia, it's sure to be knocked around in shipping, so thumbs up for that. Moving right along, in the box you'll find an instruction manual going over the installation and setup of the basic remote if you purchased it. Also, if you purchase the Motion Smart Home Hub, you'll find that inside the box, which allows you to interact with the blind through something like Google Assistant, Siri shortcuts, Amazon Alexa, or IFTTT, for a range of smart home automations. Next up, you'll find on the end of the smart blind some mounting brackets, a pull function string attachment with the option, if purchased along with the blind, of a basic remote, a micro USB to USB cable to charge the smart blind, and lastly, but not certainly least, of course you'll find the smart blind packed really well in bubble wrap. Going through installation may seem a bit confronting or confusing at first, but the instructions included give you all of the details about mounting, but not specifically about inside mounting. However, outside mounting, you'll find installation should be pretty much the same. In my case, I am installing the blind inside mounted. I began by marking/drilling holes for where my blind will be mounted inside my window frame with the provided brackets. Next, we'll install the blind into place. At this point, you may want to install the pull switch string. I did this by attaching it to this point as shown here. At this point, I needed to program the start and end points of where I wanted my blind to stay opened or closed. You'll do this by pressing/holding down the remote to the position where you want your blinds to stop. Then by pressing/holding the center/up buttons, together the blind will stop stepping and the desired position will be saved. To repeat the process of choosing the desired set top position, you'll press and hold the up button on the remote and then press/hold the center/down button until the blind stops stepping and starts stepping again. Let's now take a look at the Motion Smart Home Hub and see how it interacts with the blind. Inside the box, you'll of course find the Smart Home Hub itself, a micro USB to USB cable for powering the device, an instructional manual for pairing and setup with either an iOS or Android device, and because it's paired through your Wi-Fi network, nothing else is required. We can simply plug this into a USB port, and in my case, I plugged it into the back of my Wi-Fi router. In my case, I'm using an iPhone for this setup, but I'll be using it with Google Assistant through the Google Home app, so I went over to the App Store and downloaded the OmniaBlinds app. Here, you'll need to create an account and walk through setting up the Wi-Fi Smart Home Hub and pairing the blind to the app, which only takes a few minutes. What's nice about the app is that it gives you information including battery health of the smart blind and finally tune its position. You're also able to set up schedules and program scenes for different rooms if you so desire. In order to activate the Motion Smart Home Hub with Google Assistant, I needed to first set it up in the Google Home app. So I did that by finding/connecting my Motion account that we created a moment ago, and once that was done, I could name the device simply as something like Office Blinds. And so now I can say, okay, keyword, put up the blinds, or put up the office blinds, I should say, or put down the office blinds. It's pretty neat. Next up, we can pair the Smart Home Hub with IFTTT, And to do this, you'll go into the IFTT app or website. Again, connect the motion provider with your account and then create an IFTTT recipe. One example here that could be used is to have it so that when IFTTT notices that it gets to a certain temperature in your area, it will put down the blind, and there are lots of possibilities of how you can use this with home automations. How these blinds set itself apart from other products / companies on the market, like offerings from IKEA. Because of its custom process, the costs will be generally higher, and the initial time frame from measuring to ordering / receiving will take longer. However, the positives outweigh the negatives, and you're presented with a pretty pleasing experience. Overall, these smart blinds are quite good. They're quiet in use, and the batteries in them last for long periods of time, so you will really only ever need to charge them every few months, even for daily usage. At least that was my experience. At the end of the day though, if you're looking for a custom fitment smart blind for your windows, I think OmniaBlinds might be worth taking a look at. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and share. And yeah, hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace.